Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, we are Nick and Sarah, a British couple who left the UK many years ago in search of something different. And with our two little dogs, we live, work and travel full time in our 32-year-old camper van.
Over the last few years, we've been exploring Europe, but this summer we decided to do something different and headed to Portugal in search of some off-grid land. You join us today back at our base in Andalusia. After passing the vehicle inspection last week, we prepare ourselves for the winter adventure and hit the road north.
Sorry Diz. Welcome back to the channel guys, and we are all pretty much packed up now.
Almost
packed.
Now I know we were kind of like started packing at the end of the last video and we were supposed to be leaving, but a slight delay, wasn't there, my love?
Slight delay.
Nick had a last minute doctor's appointment.
And they sent me for an x-ray at the local hospital on the same day though. How good is that? And I'm having a few blood tests and stuff. Nothing to worry about.
He's had like a little bit of back pain and things like that. He's not been doing his yoga.
Just getting old. We will be leaving in the next couple of days, which gives us chance to finish off this packing, because we've had to just get rid of all the summer gear and pack all our winter stuff, which is layers and layers of clothes, hats, scarves, gloves. Dizzy's hats, scarves, gloves, 13 tog duvet. The bedding is like overflowing into the living area now.
Yeah, but it's good because we're going to be warm, and we need to be warm because we're coming to the UK.
Is anyone getting a bit of deja vu here? I'm sure we've done this before.
Yeah, basically, a lot of you guys might think we're mad. You're new around here, we did actually do the same thing last winter. We basically spent summer months down here in the south of Europe and then travelled up to the UK for winter.
Why not?
We're going to see our families again. We hadn't seen our family for 5 years last year when we went back, and our parents are getting older. It's not possible for them to travel down here to see us. My sister is also flying from Australia this year, and I haven't seen her for almost 5 years. And also we actually had a really good time.
Also, do a little bit of travelling. We had a fantastic time.
So technically, we're not actually going back in the winter, are we? We're going back now. So it's kind of more like autumn, because I kind of count January and February and maybe a little bit of March as like the main winter months, you know what I mean?
I'm going to add in another season. You have autumn, festive, and then winter. We're going in the festive season.
Yeah, we're going in autumn festive, aren't we? And then we'll be leaving in July when it gets really quite wet and things like
We're not staying that long.
January. And then we'll be coming back south.
After Christmas and New Year, it all goes downhill, doesn't it?
I mean,
a bit down,
to be honest,
the weather gets worse.
To be honest with you guys, for us, going to the UK in the summer months, I just don't think we'd enjoy it, because everywhere is so hectic and busy and the kids are off school, and it's just quite difficult to do van life anyway. And I think I just don't think we'd like the crowds, because we just don't really like.
If you've been following us, we're not one for crowds, are we? We like to go off and find our own
and we went
spot.
Last year and it was so nice and quiet everywhere, and if you can deal with like the colder temperatures and the really short days, then it's actually a really good time to travel and be in the UK.
Yeah, it's so much easier to find park ups. Obviously it's still a little bit tricky
because it's the UK.
Because it's the UK. Yeah, but it's just a lot easier, it's a lot quieter. In the summer it'd just be busy everywhere, and it's more of an adventure in the winter. You know, it's proper exciting for us. It's weird, it's familiar because we obviously live there and grew up there, but neither of us have lived there for like 20 years or something. Yeah. So
it's like going to a foreign country. When we came back last year, October, November, December, and quite a bit of January actually, the weather
and a little
was...
bit of February.
Yeah, we got held up. But anyway, the weather was quite kind to us.
It was a lot better than we expected, but we did get a little bit of rain.
This weather is absolutely horrendous.
Oh, my boots, my boots, my boots. Oh no. Oh shit, darling. This is normally a big road going all the way around there. All the way around there. Have a few leaks. And a little bit of snow, but not too much. What is going on out here? What's happened?
And even though it was a lot milder than what we thought, we did have some really cold mornings. Oh no, our solar panel is completely frozen.
Quite nice though, isn't it? A nice pattern.
It looks really nice. Anyway.
But then when the sun came out, oh my God.
So what was your favourite part about the UK last year, my love?
Oh, so many.
I know what was
And
your
guess.
I know what he's going to say.
It's a close, it's a 50-50. Has to be either the fish and chips.
Oh,
Hold on, that's bigger than mine.
Oh, that's just
bigger.
That's just bad luck of the draw.
Or the ales.
I thought you were going to say ales #1.
I think ales have to be #1 because you just don't get ales over here, and over there is so nice just going into these lovely little country pubs and choosing different ales from the local area. Loved it.
This is Nick's absolute dream, isn't it? Trying 6 different ales.
It's awesome.
It's like a meal. That's not bad actually. Still smooth, it should be like that.
And of course in the festive season it looks so Christmassy.
And we don't get that over here. We don't get people don't go to town with the lights or anything like that. It doesn't feel like Christmas. So we really enjoyed that last year. That's yeah.
We might have to take this down. When people said things hanging in the windscreen, I think that extends to crazy Christmas decorations. And just generally, it was so nice after travelling to, you know, over 25 countries in Europe. It's nice to go to your motherland and see what it's actually like, all the castles and some of the national parks and places we went to. It's just beautiful, so green.
And
so
you don't, we've never really travelled around the UK like how we did, you know, last year and how we're going to again now, and never travelled in a van in the UK. So it was all just quite nice and special. And yeah, there's so much history and stuff, isn't there?
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it.
But we didn't see, obviously, we're limited on time. We hadn't seen our families for so long, so we didn't get to travel the whole of the UK. We didn't go to Scotland, Ireland, which we may or may not be able to go to this time, but we sort of concentrate around Wales because Sarah's family's in North Wales and mine are in the Midlands. So
yeah, so hopefully this year we can see a few places that we didn't see last time. But we'll just have to keep coming back every couple of years, I think, until we've seen everywhere, won't we? Although we had a really good time in the UK, there was a few issues, weren't there? A couple of little issues.
Few issues and a few things that I'm not too happy about. Just, well, the parking situation is a bit of a pain. Mentioned before, just paid parking everywhere. We got a couple of fines.
We got tickets sent back to Spain. We disputed them, by the way, didn't we? We disputed them and got off because it was kind of out of order.
And we were Christmas shopping and we're within the time frame.
We didn't understand, but anyway.
Paid parking everywhere. Mud's another problem.
Oh, lots of mud.
With 2 little dogs in a van, and it's quite wet a lot of the time. You don't have sandy, dusty, you know, none of that. It's just mud. Whenever you step out the van, it's mud. So the dogs are just muddy the whole time. So that was nothing major. Adds to it, but yeah, that was an issue.
There was my little incident, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, Sarah got run over. Darling! Darling, God! As you do.
Thankfully, that could have been a hell of a lot worse. Thankfully, it was just literally my foot and it was just bruising. That was quite a scary moment though. Looking the wrong way, you see, because obviously it's the opposite side of the road to what we're used to here. And I looked the wrong way, car came, boop.
We got stopped by the police.
Oh yeah.
But luckily, it's a subscriber. Yeah, so we're a little bit worried thinking all the Spanish plates, but luckily it's the nicest policeman I've ever met, I think.
And I've tried these on and they don't fit him either.
On Charlie that was. Dizzee we need to lock up.
Not that he's met that many,
No,
he's a
I've
good
met that, I'm
boy.
a good boy. No run-ins like that, no, but yeah. So that was all right in the end. We had one issue with a local. He wasn't too happy about us parking there. See that lady over there? She's very, very rude. And they were talking about smearing dog.
Apart from that one very rude lady, honestly, everyone was so lovely. See this little Spanish van coming down the street, waving. No, everyone was really
Probably
nice.
thinking, what the hell are they doing over here from Estonia? or somewhere else. England.
Because
Oh, it's E for England.
Because it's E for España. People, we've had quite a lot of people. I said, where are you guys from? Where's the
People
where's
double
the number plate
take the
from?
number plate, don't they?
Where's that? So anyway, it was a good time overall.
It was a good time, but inevitably we both did get sick. Now this is like we never get sick. I don't remember the last time I've had anything more than a cold, or not even a cold.
Not even a cold. And then we were both quite poorly, weren't we, in the UK? It was the time of the virus, and loads of other bugs.
Sarah had a
around.
cough for a month though, and I almost completely lost my voice.
I'm making the coffees and lemon sip.
Listen to that poor boy.
That sexy, husky little voice I've got.
And then you got the old virus right before we were leaving, so we got delayed. But anyway, all in all, it was good fun, and we're really looking forward to coming back. If you are new around here and you haven't seen our first UK series, I think there's about, I don't know, like 15 videos altogether.
More.
Is there more? Oh yeah, but they are in a playlist, in the playlist section on our channel, so you can go and check them out, and then yeah.
Get you excited for this trip.
Doing it all again.
Anyway guys, yeah, we are leaving here in the next few days for sure.
Yeah, like day after tomorrow actually, to be precise, once you've had your blood work done. It's exciting, isn't it?
Very exciting.
I'm excited. We need to get that heater working though. I've just thought it's all sort of set up, but we need to make sure that works. Good morning, people. Well, actually no, it's not good morning.
We just made it out just after lunchtime. The plan was to leave at sunrise, but I don't think that was ever going to happen, was it?
12:30. I'll take that. That's not too bad, is it?
3 or 4 last time.
But yes, the holiday is over, and we are back on the road heading north. How excited are you?
Very excited. It's a lot of hassle getting the van packed up and then getting everything in its place, all your camera equipment, everything. But once you're on the road and everything you need's in the back or sitting next to you, it's all good. Happy.
That long, but we're absolutely starving. We haven't had anything to eat today yet, so we went to a restaurant a little while ago and it was lovely, so we're gonna go and see if we can get a table there now. Fingers crossed.
Oh no, closed. Oh, the dream is over.
Where are you going now?
I don't know. So looking forward to that. Sarah just mentioned it 5 minutes before we got here, and I was really excited, and then Lidl then.
So yeah, he wasn't joking. Lidl it is.
We're not going to get loads of stuff though, because we want to keep the cupboard to a minimum of food stockage. You don't need to, the supermarkets everywhere, aren't there? So you don't need to overload with food. We're overloaded with enough stuff.
And relax.
A little bit.
A little bit. So we've made it to our first stop, and for the night, we're going to stay here for the night. I think we are anyway. And we've been here before. A little bit of deja vu going on. On our way back from the UK at the beginning of the year, we stopped here at a place called Asuna, and it was slightly different when we stopped here before, wasn't it, my love?
Yes. Yes, there was a crazy freak storm when we were here last time. It was really windy, really gusty. One of these trees, the branch broke off. shorts. I'm so glad we didn't park under that tree over there. That tree has literally been ripped off. Crazy winds though, crazy. And then we had to drive up over the pass, over the mountains, back home in really high winds. We're a little bit worried about that journey.
It was quite scary, wasn't it?
But yeah, a lot calmer today and no motorhomes. Last time we were here, there was like 10, 15 over there, sort of with the view, and then some in the motorhome stop over there.
And today, nobody, just us. Yeah, so this is actually a car park for the supermarket, the Family Cash supermarket, which sell chufas, if I remember rightly. And
yes.
Sometimes it's hard to get
Tiger
chufas,
nuts.
so we can go and get loads of chufas.
Normally
we just get them from markets
yeah.
and stuff like that. You don't see them in regular supermarkets, or we haven't found them. So yeah.
We found this, and there's only about 5 of these supermarkets in the whole of Spain. So yeah. I think so, yeah.
I've never seen one before until we come here. So that's us, this is us, should I say, for the night. We're not going to go around the town because we've been around the town before, and if you want to check out that video, we'll just link it here. Yeah, so...
Just going to get on with some stuff. We need to sort out the van now because, yeah, we packed it in the last few days leading up to leaving. We packed with most of the things, but we can't pack all the valuables, camera gears, power stations, all that sort of thing until the morning we leave, this morning. So we need to organise the van and everything in its place.
Get back into it.
Takes a few days, doesn't it, to get back into it.
So let's do that and get some food on the go.
So what's just happened?
What's just happened? Well, you know, we've only been back in the van for 5 minutes and we're having a disaster time. Well, not really a disaster, just spilled olive oil all down myself onto my shorts. And that's the only pair of shorts I bought, actually, because obviously we're going north. So I've washed my shorts, got changed, and I'm breathing and trying again. Luckily it didn't go anywhere else. So you have to just get used to like small cooking situations, small living situations again, don't you? And we realise that you can only do like one thing at a time in the van. So if I'm cooking, then Nick just has to not be doing anything. So if we try and do multitasking, it just doesn't really work, does it?
It's a bit tricky, doesn't it?
So you cook, or you work, or you know, you edit. You just do the one task is better.
Perfect for one person, this van, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're 2 little people.
But Sarah needs
with 2 little dogs. Yeah, but one thing I'm really happy about is we fixed the tap, the leaking tap, which I don't even think we've mentioned the leaking tap. But anyway, yesterday I had a bit of a drama, or was it the day before?
What the hell is going on here? Darling, we're supposed to be leaving, we're supposed to be packing.
Almost ready, we said, didn't we? Almost. And now look, basically the tap has got a leak, and so you have to take all the sink out and everything to try and find out how it's leaking, why it's leaking. It's basically leaking because the van's old and there's all these little issues we always have, and we have to repair and fix things. Had a look, took it all out, and I think we're gonna have to just get a new little tap. Yeah, but we're just gonna have to make do with it because we're not waiting for ordering one and waiting. We're going to get to the UK and get a new tap.
So any recommendations where we can get one of those? Something probably a little bit more modern, maybe chrome finish.
Well, yeah, I don't think we'll buy the same one.
Then you can get it.
I don't think you can get it. So it's better than it was, but we'll have to kind of yeah, just keep an eye on it until we get back, because obviously the electrics are under here, so you don't want water dripping on the electrics, do you? And not only the tap, but the sink thing underneath, what do you call it? The thing that catches the water. That was cracked and leaking too. It's like, oh no, we're gonna have no running water until we get to the UK and buy a new tap and, you know, get the parts. But thanks to our friend Rob in the UK who gave us something, and I tell you what, this stuff is absolutely magic. I don't even know what it's called. Like it's like chewing gum. It's what? Do you know what it's called, love?
I think window cleaners use it or something, or window fitters. Window fitters.
Yeah, like it's on a big tape, and it's just magic. So basically we had a leaky tap and I've just stuck it onto around the leak. No leak anymore. The same with the sink thing underneath. I can't think of what it's called.
Plug.
A pipe, like
connection.
a connection. See, round that ridge there, that was where the water was leaking. The tap's really old. We need to replace it, but I've just put that sticky stuff there all the way around. No leak anymore. It's blinking brilliant. So thank you so much, Rob. It's just like we've got running water again now and a sink that works.
Anyway, what are we having for lunch?
Well, I'm just having another coffee before I start it, just in case I, you know, blow the van up. But I'm going to do something really simple. We've got these, I love these. These oyster mushrooms. Oh, I love them so much. So we're having some asparagus, oyster mushrooms with some garlic. I think I'll just do like an omelette or something very simple. Got like some salad stuff and some beetroot. So just like simple stuff. Got some nice bread. Keeping it simple for our first kind of meal back in the van.
I'll tell you what we're not having though. We're not having any nooch on top, are we?
No, can't believe we forgot the nutritional yeast. Oh my gosh, how are we going to live without it? They might actually sell it in here because they've got different things in here. So we're going to have a look afterwards.
It's always a little bit worrying the first few days back on the road. First of all, you got to get used to van life again, about getting water, going to the toilet, finding a place to go to the toilet and all that sort of thing. And then put everything in its position, but also you're a bit nervous about you've forgotten something. You always have this thought that what have we forgotten, and it's not till a few days into it that you're like, oh no, like at the moment we've just forgotten the nooch, we just left the nooch behind, so that we can live with that as long as Sarah can find some more in the next few days.
Otherwise she'll end up going crazy.
But no, that's not too bad. You know, you forget charges and things like that. Generally you can buy something, as long as you don't forget the dogs, the passports, things like that, you're all good. Yeah, I should explain the route we're taking, because we're doing something a little bit different. I think a couple of weeks ago we said we were going to go back to Portugal to look at some more plots of land in slightly different areas within the Castella Branca kind of district. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to do that in the winter. We're not going to do it on the way up because the weather's not too bad now. Why go there? We went there in the extreme hot summer. So why go there in the shoulder season when it's actually quite nice? Let's go in the winter when it's really cold and miserable. Went back now, it's not that much different. They've had a little bit of rain, but it's not going to look lush green. It's not going to look a whole lot different. So we're going to leave that till the new year. So yeah, we haven't gone that way. We haven't gone sort of the west side, west coast, not the west coast, west side of Spain, up through Extremadura, because we've done that route a few times now, and to be honest, there's not a lot to see for several hours of driving after we leave our base. So we're heading directly, dissecting Spain, going straight up through the middle past Madrid, and up that way. And we've got a few ideas of places we want to stop at that we haven't been to, because that's a slightly less travelled route that we've taken. But we're not going to mention those because plans could change, and you know, we might not end up going there. So but yeah, we're excited to be back on the road and exploring new roads.
New roads?
New roads, new areas. Just excited to be back on the road, isn't it?
It is exciting, isn't it? Back in the little old van, sat in a car park, cooking dinner. Lovely.
Careful with that olive oil, darling.
I know, gosh. I'm gonna spill it everywhere again, all over the curtains or something. So yeah, so we've got like our omelette-y thing, those lovely oyster mushrooms that we're having kind of separate, and then not sure what it's called, but that bread.
Bavarian, it's like the bretzel.
German then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna have our salad and our bits and bobs, and oh, crunchy onion. Unfortunately, no nutritional yeast. How many times have we said that now? They better have it in that supermarket. I'm already having withdrawal symptoms, but at least we got crunchy onions. That just makes a salad, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Look how comfortable, cozy and happy Charlie is. You glad you're back in the van? Lovely little breeze coming through that window as well. He's got so many blankets and little cushions and things. Hey, back on the road, little one. And what about this little one? Not this one.
Not this little one. Oh, look how happy he is. He loves the van when it's warm.
Right then, you two. Sit.
No, you've got to stay here and guard this van with your life.
Yes, with your life, boys. Make sure no one comes anywhere near. And I'll bring you back a treat.
Happy? So we've just moved location from over there to here. Close to the toilets. Very nice toilets actually in that supermarket, always a bonus. Parking in a supermarket car park, and yeah, we've decided we're going to spend the night here because it's getting late and I can't be bothered to drive very far, to be honest. Got a little bit tired. It's still a bit warm. Not used to driving, so I think we're just gonna...
We did a good few hours today, my love.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Good for you. Ease back into it. And I'll also point out that the emergency, I just look at urgency as the hospital is literally like 50 metres away. So if anything happens to you,
or you tripping over something, dropping a knife,
we're safe because we're walking distance to the hospital. Shouting distance, help! Anyway, on that note, guys, hopefully nothing will happen, and we'll end the vlog now. We are right on time, by the way, right up to date with these videos. It's Wednesday today. This video is going out tomorrow. Can't beat that for right on time. So we'll end it now so we can get it edited and ready for you guys to watch. And
we don't plan to be right on time. We want to get in advance, but
never happens.
Never happens.
So thanks all so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned because it's all travel from now on.
Go, 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 isn't it?
Go as we continue our journey north. Yep, please make sure you're following us on our other socials for daily updates: Instagram, TikTok and Facebook.
Yes. And make sure you subscribe.
Yes, please.
And tell all your friends about us. It's free, it's easy, and you won't miss a video. Hit that notification bell.
Yep. Okay, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you next Thursday.
A melon. You in it? This? No? How about this little treat instead? Ooh, beef stick. Oh. Oh, look at that. Ready?